Welcome to Mind Over Market, helping real estate agents rise and thrive, where we dive deep into the power of mindset and how it impacts success. I'm Clair Gammel, your host. I'm thrilled to have you join us today as we explore one of the most critical skills in real estate, effective communication. Whether you're negotiating a deal, guiding a client through the home buying process, or resolving concerns, your communication skills can make or break your success. In this episode, we're going to delve into the key components of effective communication, providing you with practical tips and frameworks to help you master this essential area. By the end of our discussion, you'll have the tools you need to build stronger connections with your clients and elevate your real estate game to new heights. So let's get started. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of effective communication skills, I want to share a motivational quote from Tony Robbins. He said, "To effectively communicate, we must realize that we are all different in the way we perceive the world and use this understanding as a guide to our communication with others." I absolutely love this quote because it touches on a fundamental truth about communication. Each of us has a unique perspective shaped by our experiences, values, and beliefs. Realizing this diversity and using it to guide our interactions allows us to connect more deeply with others. In real estate, this is particularly important. When you're working with clients, understanding their unique viewpoints and needs can set you apart from the competition. By appreciating their perspectives, you can tailor your communication to be more effective and meaningful. This not only helps in building trust, but also in creating a more personalized and satisfying experience for your clients. So as we move forward in this episode, let's keep Tony's wisdom at the forefront of our minds. Effective communication isn't just about transferring information. It's about understanding and connecting with people on a deeper level. All right, let's jump into our main discussion on effective communication skills. I want to start by emphasizing the power of active listening. You see, communication isn't just about talking, it's about truly listening to understand, not just respond. This distinction is crucial because understanding your client's needs and desires can significantly impact the outcome of your interactions. One of the most effective techniques you can use is reflective listening. This involves summarizing what the client has said or asking clarifying questions to ensure you've grasped their point of view. For example, if a client mentions they're worried about the financing process, you can respond with something like, "I hear that financing is a concern for you. Can you tell me more about what specifically worries you?" This makes clients feel heard and valued, which can build a stronger rapport. Moving on to our next key point, clear and concise messaging. In real estate, clarity is everything. Miscommunication can lead to confusion or even missed opportunities, and no one wants that. When speaking with clients, it's essential to avoid jargon and break down complex processes into simple, digestible steps. For instance, when explaining escrow or inspections, use everyday language that your clients can easily understand. And never underestimate the power of following up verbal communication with a written summary. This ensures mutual understanding and provides your clients with a reference they can revisit. Next, let's talk about handling client concerns with empathy. Concerns and objections are an inevitable part of real estate transactions. How you handle them can either strengthen trust or cause tension. One strategy I find particularly useful is the LEARN framework. Listen, empathize, ask, respond, and neutralize. Listen fully to their concerns without interrupting. Empathize by acknowledging their feelings. Use phrases like, "I understand why this is important to you." Ask questions to gather more details and fully understand the issue. Respond with a solution or explain your plan of action. Neutralize their concern by reassuring them and following through promptly. Using this framework can help you address concerns empathetically and effectively. Lastly, we can't overlook the importance of reading nonverbal cues. Communication isn't just about words. Body language, tone, and facial expressions play a huge role. For instance, if a client crosses their arms or avoids eye contact, it could indicate discomfort or hesitation. Address this by asking open-ended questions like, "Is there something you'd like to clarify about the process?" This invites them to share their thoughts and feelings, helping you to address any underlying issues. Remember that effective communication is a multifaceted skill. By mastering active listening, delivering clear and concise messages, handling concerns with empathy, and being mindful of nonverbal cues, you'll create stronger relationships with your clients and stand out as a top agent. Now that we've covered the main components of effective communication, I want to leave you with some actionable takeaways that you can start implementing right away. First, I challenge you to practice active listening in your next client meeting. Make a concerted effort to speak less and listen more. Take notes during the conversation and reflect back what you've heard to confirm understanding. This not only shows your clients that you value their input, but also helps you truly grasp their needs and concerns. Second, I encourage you to role-play common scenarios with a colleague or mentor. Whether it's handling objections or addressing concerns, practicing these situations can build your confidence and help you refine your responses. Think of it as a dress rehearsal for your client interactions, giving you the chance to polish your skills in a supportive environment. Lastly, consider recording and reviewing your calls or presentations. With your client's permission, record a conversation and then later analyze your tone, clarity, and delivery. Look for areas where you can improve, whether it's simplifying your language or adjusting your tone to be more empathetic. This kind of self-review is invaluable for continuous improvement and will help you become a more effective communicator over time. So, to recap, practice active listening, role-play common scenarios, and review your recorded interactions. These steps will help you take your communication skills to the next level and truly stand out in the competitive field of real estate. As we close today's discussion, let's restate the importance of communication as the foundation of trust and connection. Whether you're guiding a client through the home buying process or negotiating a deal, how you communicate can significantly impact the outcome. To summarize, we covered key areas such as active listening, which involves truly understanding your client's needs rather than just preparing to respond. Remember, using reflective listening techniques can make your clients feel heard and valued. Next, we discussed the importance of clear and concise messaging. Avoid jargon and simplify complex processes to make them easily understandable for your clients. And don't forget the power of following up verbal communication with written summaries to ensure mutual understanding. Handling client concerns with empathy was another critical point. Using the LEARN framework, listen, empathize, ask, respond, and neutralize can help you address concerns effectively and build trust with your clients. Lastly, we touched on reading nonverbal cues. Being mindful of body language, tone, and facial expressions can help you better understand your client's feelings and address any underlying issues. I encourage you to continue honing these communication skills. By doing so, you'll build stronger relationships with your clients and stand out as a top agent in the competitive real estate market. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Remember, mastering communication is an ongoing journey, but it's one that will pay off immensely in your real estate career. Keep practicing, stay empathetic, and always strive to be clear and concise in your interactions. Let's rise and thrive together. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Mind Over Market. I hope you found our discussion on effective communication skills insightful and actionable. Remember, mastering communication is an ongoing journey, and every great communicator was once a learner. Keep honing your skills and stay committed to improving your interactions. This will not only make you a better agent, but also help you build stronger and more meaningful relationships with your clients. As always, I'm Clair Gammel, and it's been a pleasure guiding you through these essential strategies today. Be sure to check the show notes for any links or resources mentioned in this episode. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences, feel free to send me a message. And remember to rise and thrive. Until next time, take care.